Poland? Seriously? The economic glow-up nobody saw coming. When you think of global economic powerhouses, Poland probably isn't the first country that comes to mind. For years it was the underdog's underdog, more famous for pierogi than prosperity. But over the last 3 decades, Poland has pulled off one of the most impressive economic transformations in modern history. Since the fall of communism in 1989, Poland's economy has grown more than any other in Europe. Its GDP has nearly tripled, and it's gone from empty shelves to bustling tech hubs and gleaming malls. Poland's story isn't just about growth, it's about a nation rewriting its own script. So how did a country once shackled by communism pull off this miracle? The answer: bold decisions, smart investments, a bit of luck, and a lot of hard work. Poland decided it was done being the punchline and was ready to lead. This is the story of how Poland became Europe's most surprising economic success. And trust me, it's a script worth reading. Imagine trying to fix up a broken-down house with no money. Then a rich uncle shows up with cash, tools, and connections. That's what joining the European Union in 2004 was like for Poland. Billions in EU funds poured in, transforming infrastructure, new highways, railways, and airports. But it wasn't just about money. EU membership opened the doors to the world's largest free trade area. Suddenly, Polish companies could sell across Europe without barriers. This forced Polish businesses to become more competitive and innovative. EU rules also meant Poland had to clean up its act, strengthening legal systems and increasing transparency. For foreign investors, this was a green light. Poland was now a safe, reliable place to invest. The EU didn't just give Poland a handout, it gave it the tools to thrive in a much bigger, richer pond. Poland's economic makeover was underway, and the world started to notice. The country was no longer fighting with one hand tied behind its back. It was ready to play in the big leagues. Before the EU boost, Poland had to survive something brutal: shock therapy. In 1989, after communism collapsed, Poland's economy was in ruins: hyperinflation, broken factories, and empty shelves. The government, led by Leszek Balcerowicz, ripped off the band-aid with radical reforms, freeing prices, slashing subsidies, and opening up to foreign trade overnight. The result? Immediate pain, skyrocketing inflation, unemployment, and protests. It felt like burning down half the house to save it from termites. But unlike other post-communist countries that eased in, Poland went all in, and it worked. After the initial shock, the economy stabilized and began to grow. Hyperinflation was tamed, and new private businesses sprang up everywhere. A new class of entrepreneurs emerged, hungry to build something from scratch. The social cost was high, but shock therapy laid the foundation for a real market economy. Poland's gamble paid off, setting the stage for its future prosperity. Sometimes, the bitterest pill is the one that saves you. Poland proved that bold, painful reforms can lead to lasting change. The country was ready for its next act, and the world was about to see what Poland could do. Poland's old industrial image, smoke-belching steel mills and shipyards, giant relics of the communist era. Shock therapy wiped out many of these dinosaurs, but Poland didn't just mourn the past, it built a new future. The country upgraded its manufacturing, becoming a European hub for complex goods. Today, Polish factories make car parts, electronics, and appliances for major global brands. Poland is one of the world's biggest furniture exporters. Think IKEA, made in Poland. This diversification made the economy resilient, able to take a punch from any direction. Then came the tech boom. Cities like Warsaw and Krakow became magnets for IT and business services. Global giants like Google and Microsoft set up shop, but homegrown companies thrived too. Ever played The Witcher? That's Polish. Poland moved from smokestacks to servers, proving it could build the future, not just assemble it. The industrial heart of Poland beats stronger than ever, just to a new rhythm. The country's transformation is a masterclass in reinvention. From heavy industry to high-tech, Poland showed it could adapt and thrive. The world started to take notice. Exports are the engine of any economy, and Poland's engine is roaring. After joining the EU, Made in Poland started showing up everywhere, from cars to furniture to food. Poland became a key player in the European and global supply chain, its biggest trading partner, Germany. Polish factories supply essential parts for Germany's industrial machine. But Poland didn't just play sidekick, it diversified, exporting food, cosmetics, pharmaceuticals, and more. This wide range of products made the economy resilient, like a well-diversified portfolio. The secret? A skilled workforce, central location, and competitive costs. You can get a truck from Poland to almost anywhere in the EU within 48 hours. Wages are rising, but still more competitive than in Western Europe. For companies looking to manufacture for Europe, Poland is often the smartest choice. The country became the reliable partner everyone wanted. Made in Poland became a mark of quality and value. The export engine kept Poland's economy moving forward. Factories and funds are great, but Poland's real secret weapon? Its people. Decades of investment in education created a deep pool of talent: engineers, programmers, scientists, and managers. Polish students consistently score high in international tests, and universities churn out hundreds of thousands of graduates each year. Many young Poles speak English fluently, making it easy for global companies to set up shop. But it's not just book smarts. There's a strong work ethic and entrepreneurial spirit. After communism, people were hungry to build and succeed on their own terms. Small and medium-sized businesses exploded, forming the backbone of the economy. Poland's workforce is dynamic and adaptable, able to meet the demands of a changing market. The country isn't just providing hands for labor, it's providing brains for innovation. This is the foundation of Poland's sustainable economic future. The real engine of growth: smart, ambitious people. Remember the 2008 global financial crisis? Most countries plunged into recession, but not Poland. It was the only EU country to maintain positive GDP growth through the storm. How? A healthy, conservative banking sector that avoided risky lending. In 2008, boring banking was beautiful and safe. Poland's large domestic market also helped. With nearly 40 million people, internal demand stayed strong. The zloty, Poland's currency, could float freely, so when it weakened, exports became more attractive. The government responded with smart fiscal stimulus and steady monetary policy. EU funds kept investment flowing, even as global markets panicked. It was a mix of structural strengths, policy flexibility, and a bit of luck. Poland proved it wasn't just a fair-weather success, it was resilient in a crisis. The world took notice. Poland could weather the storm. The Polish economy wasn't just growing, it was built to last. That's how you dodge a crisis like a boss. Poland's economic party has been impressive, but now comes the cleanup. The country faces serious challenges that could slow the music down. First, demographics. Poland is aging fast with one of Europe's lowest birth rates and a shrinking population. Fewer workers and more retirees put pressure on the economy and social systems. The demographic dividend is turning into a demographic tax. Next, the middle income trap. It's easy to grow by offering cheap labor, but harder to leap to high income status. Poland must shift from assembling products to inventing them, competing on innovation, not just cost. This means investing in research, development, and a culture of risk-taking. Political and geopolitical risks also loom. Strained EU relations and the war in Ukraine add uncertainty. Poland's success has created new, complex problems to solve. The party isn't over, but the challenges are real. The next chapter will test Poland's ability to adapt once again. The world is watching to see what happens next. What can we learn from Poland's journey? It's more than luck. It's a blueprint for transformation. First, bold reform matters. Poland's shock therapy was painful, but it laid the groundwork for real growth. Second, integration works. Embracing the EU brought investment, open markets, and modernization. Third, invest in people. Poland's focus on education created a skilled, adaptable workforce. Human capital is the engine of innovation and the best defense against stagnation. Poland's story is about resilience, overcoming history, embracing openness, and working hard. Geography isn't destiny. History doesn't have the final say. For any country feeling stuck, Poland proves you can write a new story. The past doesn't have to define your future. Poland's economic miracle is a lesson for the world.